Welcome back to Fixing Cars with 15th Street Automotive. Today's vehicle is a 1990 Cadillac Eldorado. We replaced the brakes on it, front brakes, and today we're going to do a brake fluid flush. So I wanted to demonstrate the brake fluid machine that we have. Let's get going with it. This is our brake fluid flush machine. It's actually made by Power Probe, which is kind of unique since they're an electrical company. But it does a great job. It pressurizes the system with about 2 psi of brake fluid, and then you crack the bleeders on at each 4 corners, and that's what gives you your bleed. Works really nice. Holds about 2.5 gallons, so it's we fill about once a month. Hoses. It's 110 powered, so you just plug it into the wall. Works great. These are the adapters that fit almost every vehicle we've found, and there's some universals there too that we can use. Today we are going to use the green one, 3-tab plastic reservoir. So let's get started. So we start by taking off the cap. It's a 3-prong plastic cap, so it comes with 3 prongs on the metal adapter. It just twists on like that, and then you tighten down the bushing to keep it from leaking. Machine comes with nice long hoses, so you can put the vehicle up in the air while you do it. So we make our connection to our master cylinder, plug the 110 connector into the wall. We're just going to start it up. It's going to pressurize to 2 psi. There it comes up. And as you can see, it's starting to fill up the master cylinder. So now the entire brake system is under pressure, 2 psi pressure. So now we're going to lift the vehicle up, and we're going to bleed each corner. So we're back here on the right rear corner. We're going to use this bottle to collect our fluid. Just hang it there. Stick the hose on the bleeder valve. And since the system's already under pressure, as soon as we crack this open, it's going to start bleeding. And there it is. Now this first one's going to be a little bit longer flow because we're basically cleaning out the master cylinder. As you can see, the fluid's filthy. This is a 1990 vehicle, had original brakes. It's likely original brake fluid as well, so that fluid is coming up on 30 years old. But it'll just sit here and flow until it's clear, and as soon as it's clear, we'll cap it off and we'll go to the next one. And then the next one will be much slower because then all we're doing is a partial line. We're not having to clean out the master cylinder. And as you can see, fluid's running clear now. So we're just going to seal this off. Tighten it down. And we'll move on to the next hose. Alright, so now we're on the left rear. Same thing. Pull the hose on the bleeder. Drop my wrench. Crack that open, and then it flows. And you can see it's pretty dirty, but it'll take much less time, much less fluid. So look at the color of that. Take much less fluid to clear that one up because the master cylinder is already cleaned. And as you can see, fluid's running clear in there. So we're just going to seal that off. This one didn't make a mess, so we don't have to clean anything off on there. Replace our cap. And we'll move on to the next one. Okay, we're putting here in the right front corner. On the bleeder valve, crack that baby open. And this is the side we did the calipers and the brake hoses, so there's much less fluid in that system that's contaminated. So this one will flow a lot faster. As you can see, the fluid's already pretty clean already. So we'll let that flow for a minute. And as you can see, that's already clean. So we're going to tighten that off. And we'll go to the next side. All right, we're on our final corner, the left front. This one actually had a cap on it. The other one didn't have a cap. Put a wrench on the bleeder, put the hose on the bleeder. Crack it open. See, it was dirty for about 2 seconds and it's already pretty clear, so we'll let that flow for just a second. That's about good. Close that off. Put our cap on there. All 4 corners are bled. And as you can see, the brake fluid is crystal clean in there. It was black. You couldn't even shine your light through there. Now you can see the light shines through there perfectly transparent. So we'll shut our machine off, let the pressure bleed off. If you don't let the pressure bleed off, you make a mess when you pull that cap off. So it slowly bleeds off. Pull the cap off. Pull the adapter off. And there's a brake fluid flush. We'll put the wheels back on and this thing is done. We'll see you down the road.